guys, today we're going to unbox this induction sealer that we bought on eBay. We received it like this. It's got looks like it's got 6 sides to it, but none of it's really stapled together. So let's go ahead and unbox this. It's a about $1,000, I think it was 1,100 bucks for this induction sealer. It's got a little conveyor belt on it, and it's supposed to do anywhere from 20 millimeter up to about 110 millimeter for a induction seal. So let's just start taking these. I don't know what this is. I guess it's just their form of getting a little bit more padding in this thing. All right, got the instruction manual. We'll have to look at that later. More white things. Wow, it goes way back there. Probably should have got another box. I have no idea what this stuff was supposed to do in there, but I guess they probably had some spare styrofoam parts they didn't want to throw away in the trash. So here we are. It's not really bolted down or anything. I'm just going to pull it out. Hopefully everything will be all good. Oh. Kind of weird the way it's in there. Looks like there's some supports inside this thing that are missing. I don't know, maybe someone opened this before we did. We're gonna find out here in a little bit. I'm gonna go get a cutter. We're gonna actually take all the wood apart. All right, I got our tools to take the strapping off. That one really wasn't that tight or anything. So let's see what's going on here. Wow. One more of whatever this stuff is. It sure does make a mess. Wow. All right, let's figure out what we got going on here. I guess let's take the saran wrap, it looks like. Let's take that off. I don't know, probably looked nice when they shipped it, but after shipping, wow, aluminum is all banged up. Okay, so we have another piece here. I don't know what happened here. It's all bent. Wow. This is the plug. Yeah. Looks like that's been taken apart before. Wow. That's all bent. This thing is thin. The sheet metal is so thin on it. It's wow. Well, I guess let's plug it in. At least try it. Kind of depressing. You know, for 1,100 bucks, I guess you get what you pay for. This is like a $4,000 or $5,000 machine if it was made in the United States. There are some sharp areas. Got to be careful if you rub your hand against this. I think what happens when they packaged some of this up, when it was kind of like moving around inside the crate, it got it really did some deep gouges in the sheet metal. And like I said before, it bent the sheet metal too. I guess if you know a little bit about sheet metal, you could probably straighten this up, put it back together. We'll have to see what it looks like. We're going to take the long screws and bolt this like so. No washers, so I take it they don't use washers. I guess this happened during shipping. This part here did a number on the sheet metal right here. It's all bent up. It's pretty sharp. Got to be careful. Same with in here. It looks like the conveyor was pushed into the control part of this unit. Kind of just looking at the damages while I'm screwing this together, and it's conveyor's all bent right here. Looks like something hit it on this part of it. You know, they make it look good on eBay, but when you really get down to it and you get this thing, I guess you get what you pay for. I don't think it's worth $1,100 if I have to straighten everything out, and who knows what's the matter with the electronics. We're gonna find out. All right, so let's take this. Most of the machine parts, the aluminum parts on here, they're extremely sharp. There's no chamfers or radiuses, there's burrs. You put an operator on this with a towel and tell them to clean this thing, and this is a GMP part for basically doing food grade type products. I don't see this thing going to be able to be cleaned without leaving little shards of lint and pulling stuff off the rag. I mean, there's actually parts in here that it's like a knife. Yeah, look at, I guess one of the reasons why it's wobbling when they ship this thing, the foot right here looks like it got all bent up. You can see how bent up in here. This foot is bent, this foot is bent, the sheet metal is all bent in here. This sheet metal is bent with the foot. Again, I told you before about the edges. This is as sharp as yeah, not like a kitchen knife, but I wouldn't want to rub my hand against this really quick. Look at this chamfer job right here. Looks like they took some kind of a, I don't know, maybe they're the butcher knife at the corner deli over there or something. It's got all jacked up. Over here, they don't even have a chamfer. This thing is, this is a joke. It's an absolute joke. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna turn it on, just see what happens. Wow, really thin, really thin. About twice the thickness of a beer can. Probably should be about 2 or 3 times thicker what they have in here. They got this really heavy gauge aluminum. Why? You know, if you're gonna make the conveyor out of aluminum cans, why even, couldn't even cut the tie wraps back right. And they're just very poor workmanship. I'm not impressed. Alright, so let's tighten this up. Let's turn it on. per feet are like unreal. So power switch. Looks like we got 120 volts. Fans are blowing. It sounds like a bathroom fan. So I'm gonna run this all day long. I think I'm in a bathroom. Turning the conveyor on right now. A couple high spots. Looks like there's stuff behind it. Oh, looks like we got a really messed up this part right here. Looks like it dug into it in shipping. There was no protection on the actual conveyor belt itself. All right, so let's. I'm gonna go get some product and put it through here and see what happens. See what kind of job it does. Alright, well, that was our LX6000A buy from eBay. It was $1,300, $1,100, somewhere in there. Definitely, cosmetically, this machine is unacceptable. As far as safety, electronic-wise, I don't know if we can get electrocuted a week from now, a month from now, a day from now, an hour from now, but I'm not going to take the electronics apart. What I see in the outside, if the outside was nice, I would have taken the control cabinet apart and gotten deeper into this machine, but just because what it's looking like and what it does, the functions that it does, the product it puts out, it's unacceptable. So to recoup the aesthetics of it again, this is your end feed, and this is made like maybe twice the thickness of a beer can. It's just, it's a joke. I can't clean this without cutting myself. And this is the worst part right here. This is like a, I'm gonna say it's almost like a serrated kitchen knife. This will cut a banana or a peach, and if I wasn't wearing my glove, I'd probably have a cut thumb. The structure of the machine, like if you had an employee clean this, you're gonna see areas of the machine where there's absolutely no rounded corners or chamfers on it, or areas that keep employees from cutting themselves, and that is really important when we sell a piece of equipment. As far as the conveyor is not, it's not uniform. It's got bumps in it, so if you're doing a pretty, this is about 1.25 inch diameter. If you're doing like a 3/4 inch diameter jar, it's not going to stand up straight, it's going to fall over. If the conveyor was smoother and it didn't have that hump in it, yeah, you might have a fighting chance. What we saw when we ran the machine is either it runs too hot or it doesn't weld. Either it burns the part, and it literally, you'll see the smoke and you'll see the black underneath the cap, and then you'll see the melted plastic. Either it does that, or you get something where it doesn't weld it at all. And we have a bunch of those where it didn't weld it at all. Ran it through on a second time, and this is what we got. This is it was full of smoke, and it smells like it's been just cooked. And I would not put a food in here. I would not put anything in here and give it to the customer where it smells like smoke. So even if you can get it to weld and it doesn't burn and it doesn't melt, even if it partially welds, you still open it up and it smells like burnt smoke inside. So unacceptable. This will not do the job. It will not live up to any type of usable piece of equipment that we could sell. So this is a no-brainer. It's a no-buy. It's a return. We're gonna turn our unboxing into a reboxing, and we're gonna turn it into a return. and hopefully they take it back. That waste of natural resources.